There we go. Alright. That looks okay on TikTok. I might need to make the screen a little bit smaller. I think that's good now. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Alright. So let's just jump into it. Oh. Let me click back on the screen so that way my controller works. So the last time that I was playing, I just finished the end of... Oh, I forgot I unlocked the university. Sorry, I'm really head empty right now. I had just unlocked the... I unlocked the university, yes, but I did the bonfire at the end of the summer. That was what my thought process was. Alright, let's put this here. We will... Let's see. We definitely need to refill on all of our fantasy books. Oh, shit. Let's put that back. Alright. And... Let's see, what else do we need? We need all of the kids' books again, which probably the kids' books won't sell that well, I imagine, at the university, but I feel like the fact ones will probably do well. Same with the classic ones, because if you know anything about, people... Oh, I just realized I should probably move my Mothman down again. I feel like I moved it up because I was playing Fields of Mystria last week. Or this weekend. Last weekend. Okay, so let's put one of these. And then I think I just need to fill the crime and then we'll be good. So there we go. I wish Steam... Hold on. I'm going to click out of these notifications on Steam. It's just like open my taskbar and now it's just in the way. There we go. Alright. Let's get into this. Let's get it all opened up here. I don't know what I just clanked in the game, but that was kind of funny. Alright. Let me know if that's too loud, but I think it's okay. Alright. Help desk student. So, that should pretty much get you going. Any questions? Can I bring my pet to school? Depends. Is it relevant to your research? Yes, totally. Very, very cute. Oh, I also got the bed for Behemoth last time as well. So that was good. Who is the sweetest boy? He is. I absolutely adore Behemoth. Yes, you are. Gotta give him those positive affirmations. Oh, I can talk to her. Professor Wen. Ah, how interesting. A mobile bookshop. Halls of Knowledge. Talk to someone at the university. Welcome to SPU. What would you like to learn? Professor Wen, I am inclined to purchase one of your titles, but first, can you impress Professor Wen with your flawless literature knowledge? He will only accept perfect matches. Let's see how well acquainted you are with literature, Oh, okay. Whoa. She's looking for books by women. She's also looking for a piece on classic literature. Thank God none of these students walking around have bought up any of these books yet. She's a fan of books like I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Let's see what that one's about. Maya's childhood was one of prejudice, neglect, and violence. Adult Maya finds the keys to her cage of trauma through self-love, escaping to the embrace of good books and kind people, a tragic and inspiring autobiography from a resilient black poet. Okay. So she wants something with a little bit of a tragedy. There's no chance in hell this deal ends well. That's technically a tragedy. It mentions tragedies. So maybe that could potentially be a good option. A brilliant scholar makes the rather foolish decision to deal with the devil, his life in exchange for 24 years of magical prowess. But as with other Elizabethan... Oh, that's the one that I just read. My bad. Macbeth. Yeah, that's a pretty good tragedy. Hefty chunk indeed. War and Peace. I feel like I've definitely sold one of the War and Peace books before. I have to remember she wants a book written by a woman. And obviously Macbeth isn't. And neither is this one. That's Christopher, Leo, Alexander. Frances might be a woman's name, but I feel like it's a man's name. Jane Austen. Oh, here we go. Here's a woman. Yay, everyone has been telling me to finally read Sense and Sensibility. You're welcome. Well, that's good for the first one. I am already familiar with Sense and Sensibility, of course, but I am always looking to donate copies to my students. Okay. Hello. Need any help finding your class? I don't have a class. Are you talking to me? Or is she just hooting and hollering? Probably just hooting and hollering, right? I feel like that's usually something that people do on campuses. What's up with this statue? St. Buxton, poet, thinker, visionary. What is he, Seth Rollins? What is the issue? It says we're dropping frames. Let me double check how it's listening on TikTok. Sorry, y'all. I might potentially just have to end on TikTok, because I do want to stream today, and that might potentially be an issue if I'm dropping frames like this just because I'm doing that. I don't think my Wi-Fi is that bad, but while I'm trying to connect my Bluetooth headphones, I'll read this. Hey, welcome to SBU. Oh wow, I forgot how busy it gets here during orientation week. Look at all the first years. I always feel a little bad for them. They look so terrified. I still remember what it was like running around the big new place, trying to find the right buildings, and the endless icebreakers. Goodness, what a nightmare. I absolutely hate icebreakers. I think that they're useless. I think it's like just a waste of time. I hate them. But now that it's my last year already, I almost miss it. Time really flew by. Well, girl, you are not me. Well, anyway, we should do something to help these poor new arrivals out. Could you hang up this campus map in the bookshop? Great, thanks. I will do that the next time whenever I'm here. So let me see how it's sounding on TikTok. Give me 2 seconds. I mean, it sounds fine. It says that I'm dropping frames, but I don't think that I am. Oh. I think it's fine. It's stuttering a little bit. But I think it's manageable. I feel like it's fine. Okay, let's get back into this. Okay. Oh, she needs help. Hi, you got another book for me? If there's no happily ever after, I'll cry, and I like fancy smancy novels. However, I'm not a big fan of horror at all. Oh, I am so sorry. I just, like, absolutely smacked my mic. Okay, no fan of horror. So she doesn't want any crime. And she likes fancy schmancy. Fancy schmancy, what does that mean? Ooh. Well, gothic horror novel. I was gonna say that's technically a romance book, but it's a gothic horror, so probably not. Must fight back the monstrosities born from the art they created, while their feelings for each other grow tangled and wild. They search for answers about their ancestry, the cause of the great rupture that divided the land, and how their innate ability to control the earth may be played a part. Oh, to be 18 again. In romance, there's something for everyone. This book is for the crowd who hear possessive asshole and her brother's best friend and swoon. Does she want this one? I don't know. Does this have a happy ending? Speak of how queer love is still God's love, and also that such love should be normalized and celebrated. Tish and Fonnie are engaged and expecting a child when Fonnie is jailed for a crime he didn't commit. Their families band together to try to clear his name, an emotionally devastating love story about racial prejudice and criminal injustice. Okay. Money's tight and Lincoln's honest work isn't going to get them far. I don't feel like that one. You know what? You want this one? Damn. Are you sure that can be considered a happy ending? I knew I shouldn't have trusted that one. Fuck. Oh well. That's fine. I tried. That's fine. Sometimes I just don't... I don't hit the landing. Oh, I am all out of classic books, so I really need to, when I come here, fill up on classic books. And fact books. They apparently don't want true crime. I don't really understand why. I don't know if it's just because of the university. It just has like a down arrow next to it. So next time, I am not going to have any kids books when I come here. I'm going to fill that section with classic and fact books. I feel like that's the only thing that really makes sense. Alright, is that shop for the day? I think it might be. Let's close up. Alright, let's see here. Oh. There we go. It wasn't working for a second. Ooh, tasseled rug. I'm tempted by that. I think it's, well, I don't know. I don't know if that's cute enough. I'll get these because it's only $10. That's not that bad, in my opinion. Okay, so... I hate whenever I get a bunch of kids' books in those. They're some of my least favorite things. I'm not going to... I lost my train of thought. My brain is just out the window today. Oh, I got another plant, though. Can I put this inside? Oh, let me put it on this corner, actually. And then I'll put this map. While I'm here, I want to remove this. Whole button is out again. Oh my gosh. There we go. My brain is failing me. I don't think I really want... I think that this typewriter is broken, so I'll take that out. I want to paint the car. Oh wait, I did buy that purple paint. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the university since I haven't sold a whole lot here, and I do need to still finish that professor's quest. We're gonna add back those fantasy books that we had. I'm going to absolutely remove all of these. And add... Oh, what the fuck? I didn't mean to put those there. Okay. So let's put a couple more of those. We gotta fill back up the fact ones. Let's see. They weren't buying the true crime much at all, from what I remember. It even had the down arrow next to it. So, that's fine. We don't need to add any more of the true crime, but I think maybe I'll add, like, 2 more travel. Let's see. I have 2 more spots, so I'm gonna add 1 more fact book and then 1 more classic. And I think we're set for this day for sure. Alright, let's open up. I was going to upload the Fields of Mystria vlog, VOD to my YouTube, but I'm really gonna have to edit it together between those 3 technical live streams that I did because of the fact that it just kept crashing. My power went out the first day and then it just kept crashing that one day, so it is what it is. Yes, speak, Behemoth. He's so cute. I love his sweater he got on. Who gave him that, actually? It wasn't me. Who's been giving my dog gifts? Professor Wen. Yes? What do you have today? Anything of literary value? Oh, I guess she just asked for a recommendation every time. Hello, I wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated. I'm getting more into nonfiction these days, and also I wouldn't mind something niche. Set in the early 1900s, we follow Mary as she sails across the world to marry a man she barely knows. I don't think that she would like this. Keeping to the background on his Egyptian vacation to carefully observe the mystery unfolding before him, everyone had a motive, but who is cold-blooded enough to be the killer? A gothic romance. I don't feel like romance is like considered sophisticated maybe by her. A mischievous shapeshifter embarks on a legendary adventure based on folk tales and legends in this timeless Chinese classic. A historical novel set in the Middle Ages by certified goth nerd Mark Shelley, mirroring the struggles of women in Shelley's time. The female protagonist must choose between love and political liberty. Narcissus myth of the Victorian times. Wouldn't mind something more niche. I'm getting more into nonfiction. I should have paid attention to that. She wants a fact book. 176, 300, the ghost map. Do you want to try this one? Are you sure? How will people know I'm better than them? What? Girl, I thought you wanted a fact book, not to be like better than them. What is that all about? I'm seeing all these alerts pop up on my thing. Can I just like, I don't know, like chill? My CPU just keeps going up. It's at like 10%, so I thought that it wouldn't have that big of a deal. What's running in the background? Let me just open up Task Manager real fast. It's no big deal. Let me just pop this open. Since it's saying that I keep stuttering, so. Yes. Why is DuckDuckGo running right now? Okay, for some reason Microsoft Defender is taking up a lot of my fucking things, so I need to go fix that later. But I'm gonna focus on this now. What did you say your academic background was, girl? I'm a social work major. Or I was a social work major. Eventually I will go back to school for my master's, but that is a time away. I have to save up so much money because right now Trump basically gutted a bunch of federal funding, so that is what that is. Yes, I thought so. You should sign up for my introductory course and try again next time. Good day. Okay. So yeah, true crime is down on being sold again, so I might take out maybe 2 of the true crime books and fill them. Travel's also down now that I notice it. Wait, what? You got a dog? Oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me? He is so cute. Hi, cutie. Aw, I think he likes me. This just made my day. I forgot what I was doing, but it doesn't matter now. My new mission is to pet this baby. That's fine. Behemoth is chill like that. I guess I don't really need to water my flowers today. Oh, I can run this though. So yeah, I wonder if I should just gut the travel and crime section completely. They seem to buy some of them. Oh, I met everybody now. Oh, finally. I've been waiting to run into you and your famous bookshop. Everyone's been telling me that I missed a great deal while I was abroad. Looks like they were right. Catch me up then. How's it been here in Buxtonbury? Who do you like? Who's been bugging you? What's your name? Oh, right. My name is Mora. Pleasure to meet ya. You mind if I have a look at your books there? I ran out of reading material about 3 countries ago. Cheers. Yeah, girl, go crazy. Oh. Who needs help? I passed my last exam. Oh. I just knocked something off of my desk. It was my computer monitor cord. I'm just a mess tonight. Jesus. It's fine. I passed my last exam. I really need a physiological book right now. I've not yet enjoyed historical settings though. So you don't like historical settings? I barely have any books that would probably fit this. You pick up a book, what's next? Maybe you read the book on the hook on the back cover, the flaps and the glowing blurbs authors give one another. Astonishing. Did they even read it? Learn the humor and history behind the text outside of books, as meta as it gets. Philosophical. You need I don't think I have any philosophical ones. Their opposition. Well, this one might be philosophical since it says like values of beauty, sensuality, and hedonism. Maya's childhood was one of prejudice, neglect, and violence. Adult Maya finds the keys to her cage of trauma through self-love, escaping to the embrace. Let's try this one. Maybe they'll like this one. Okay. Oh, the picture of Dorian Gray? I already know I'm going to reflect on that one for a while. So it wasn't their favorite book that they wanted, but it was like a book that they would accept, which is fine by me. I love just hearing like the bookshop noises. Wow. Okay, I really need to up those classic books. I can take out a considerable amount of travel and crime. Oh, why is Harper here? Harper, why are you at the university? You're like 2. Do you think I should join the Pioneers? I don't like when adults tell me what to do. But Sasha from school said they did archery in camp last summer. I want to do archery too. And this year, they're camping up at the old ruins. That's like my favorite place in Buxtonbury. Okay, so now I have another location that I can go to. Drive up to the ruins of the old fort and explore. So I'll probably do that the next day. My throat is so dry. I was smoking right before this, so I'm really fighting for my life. So I'm gonna mute myself real fast. Alright. It's gonna tell me your microphone is unmuted. Yes. I know. I have like a mute button at the top of my microphone, and every single time Streamlabs gives me like... Oh, I think I forgot to click on this tab. Streamlabs gives me a notification that's like, oh, we can't hear you. And it scares me. It makes me feel like my stream's like actively going down. Stuttering is fine. Actively going down is not fine. Classics of literature, all the 20th century classics. Fire and Coal series. I don't feel like I want to buy any of this. I am gonna get this rug. I have decided it. I want to put it inside of the bookshop. I was like thinking about it the entire time that I was playing that day, honestly. So let's put this in here. Aw, yeah, I think it's cute. Matches all my green plants for sure. I like being able to buy things in this game. Okay, so we're definitely gonna go here today. So I'm gonna go back to my normal amount that I had of each book based on the stats that they have on the right hand side. So let's fill back up one. Oh, why is that true crime? I thought that was on fact. What's on me? 3, 4, 5. And what was else? It was classic on this shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll add in some of the. Oh, not fantasy. Even though fantasy needs to fill up here, so I'll just do that. I meant kids. I keep hitting the wrong buttons today. 3, 4, 5. We'll add a 6th one. Why did I add so much of travel? I guess I was expecting to sell more travel, but at the university I really didn't at all. So I think true crime and travel is particularly down for that area. Let's see. I'll add in another classic. We'll add in another fact and another drama. And then we'll just fill this last spot with travel again. And this is what the usual setup is with this one bookshop. I'm hoping that I get another bookshelf soon. That is one of the things that I really, really want. So, a piece of history. It feels like you went back in time, doesn't it? It kind of does. Can I interact with all this stuff? Is this broken? Oh, it isn't. Can't look anywhere else but the lighthouse, though. I've already been to the lighthouse a bunch, thank you. Learn about the history of Buxtonbury Castle. Nah, it's fine. There's like graves over here, though. I do feel like this would be a pretty peaceful place to get buried. Let's water the flowers, first of all. And let's talk to Behemoth. He knows how to catch, but he doesn't know how to roll over. Aw. Here comes another wheelchair user to use the shop. I hope that they find a book that they want. Oh. Preppy Pioneer. Pit, pit, and hello. Are you joining the Pipit Pioneers? What's a Pipit? What? How can you not know what a Pipit is? Do you live under a rock? Well, I don't live under a rock. I do live in a mobile bookshop, but like, mind your business. You don't need to do all that. Pipits are the coolest birds in the whole world, especially the meadow pipit, our mascot. And they're the namesake of our little outdoor exploration organization, the Pipit Pioneers. And our new pioneer captain, Miss Koan, is extremely cool and smart. She told us to call her Anne. Yes, of course. Pioneer Captain Anne is extremely cool and smart. Tisk. I don't really... Yeah, I feel like Tisk is fine. You have a lot to learn, but still, welcome to Pipit Camp. You're the bookseller, right? Wait a minute. We have to see if you're even tough enough for Pipit Camp. Say, do you have any scary campfire stories? Show the Pipit Pioneers some scary stories to tell during their campfire nights. So I have to give 5 true crime recommendations? Yeah, maybe you have some on your shelves? Hello, I wouldn't mind a bit of gore, and I wouldn't mind a manga. Also, I don't mind a bit of a fright. Okay. So, that's a very interesting mix they got. Can this eclectic cast of sheep detectives figure out who killed him? An absolutely bahati first book. Okay. After the murder last year, Stevie's parents don't want her at Ellingham Academy, but Stevie will do anything to return, even make a deal with a shady politician, anything to get back to her friends, the boys she kissed, and her work on the truly devious case. I'm trying to scan these, particularly if they feature any kind of manga. 49 cases. So none of these are manga. They wouldn't mind gore or a bit of a fright, though. So let's see. Must team up to find the killer. Beloved cassock wearing bicycle riding detective. I feel like this is not really what they're looking for. I feel like maybe this one is a good fit for them. Okay. I want a gory nightmare fuel. None of those were really gory nightmare fuel. No thanks. Okay. Well, I tried. Can I try again? I'm pretty busy reading. Oh, this person actually needs help. What should I pick? I want gore galore. Also, I can handle a bit of horror. Once again, none of these are gory, it seems. I mean, who's to say, like, some of these aren't gory, but This says it's just like crime-solving priest with a sympathetic ear. I don't know, maybe this one. Oh my god. I don't think there's enough splatter in a city in Charlotte. Okay, well, none of those were gore books. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't have them. It is what it is. Okay. Hey, is that a new coffee machine I see there? I think it is. Do you want one? Ah, no, but thanks for offering. Coffee makes me way too jittery. Did you know some people use their used coffee grounds as fertilizer? I didn't know that. I do think it's cool. Not all plants will like it, since they want different pH levels. Oh, sorry, I'm babbling again. But let me know if you want my advice on that some other time. By the way, did you volunteer to be a pioneer captain too? Ah, right, just me then. I'm sure I'll manage to supervise a dozen kids somehow. I know I already have a lot going on with uni, and I should probably focus on that. But how could I leave these cool kids hanging, huh? You know what, that's fair. Oh, we got Harper in here too. Harper and Anne always are pretty regulars at the bookshop. It's kind of cute. I will give them that. Oh, Katie's playing Fallout 4. Love that. I've been thinking about getting a bigger desk soon. I need a bigger desk for work, and my current chair that I got that is new is just not quite small enough to fit under it. Harper's hanging out with them. Oh, right. I think she mentioned that she wanted to be part of their group or something. Or that they went there. The Puppet Pioneers did. I think that's what she said. Okay. Classics of literature. Hard-boiled hardcovers. What is this? The safest way to display 3 precious manuscripts to the curious public. Wait, could I write more with that? I don't have enough money to buy it. I was gonna say, could I then write more on that printer? I thought it said it was broken though. I'm just curious. I think it does say it's broken because I can't use it anymore. Can I look at the details of it? It's fine. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. So let's honestly go back to the university, because I think... Oh, I only have 7 travel books left. That's not good. I think that I'm just gonna fill this entire shelf, and then we'll do half this shelf, and then this whole shelf is going to be facts for the university, and we'll fill in some of the drama and some of the fantasy. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's get this open for the day. Let's talk to Behemoth first. You are the sweetest boy. I love you, Behemoth. I need him to know that. You are. Who is trashing this stuff? I just pick that up for everybody since they want to be litterers. Speaking of litterers, has anybody, or like, in the most recent season of, oh my god, Smiling Friends, there's this episode where Charlie and Pim are like out in the wilds, and they are on some kind of like camping trip with the boss, but the boss and Alan and Gleb are all at the... They're all at the cabin. Meanwhile, I think Charlie and Pim went out to cryptid hunt, and which is really funny considering the fact that I'm Mothman. And during it, Charlie litters, and Mother Earth like comes alive, and she's just starts killing. She kills Mothman in that episode, and it made me laugh really hard watching that episode last night. I really do highly recommend. Oh, I guess she's talking to me. I just realized I clicked on that without reading it. Who's my favorite boy? Yes, you are. Oh, wait, before I forget, I have a little something for you. You gave this to me? Ta-da! I got you your favorite plant. It will freshen up your shop even more. I wanted to buy this from her literally last season, and I didn't because I didn't have the money for it at the time. I'm so happy she gifted this to me because I was like, I don't know when I'm ever going to see this again. I wanted to do something nice for you since you did me such a big favor when we met. Make sure you hang it up, alright? I promise people love it. I can't wait for the next flea market. It was so much fun to help out the Horticulture Society last time. Will the bookshop be there again? It seemed like people were really interested last time. Come on, you should go. Let's hang out there, alright? I'm definitely gonna go to the next book shop that I'm able to go, or bookshop that I'm able to go to the next flea market that I'm able to go to. Oh, no! I looked away for 2 seconds. I wasn't able to recommend her a book. I was trying to, like, pull up my stuff. Dang it. That's what happens when you look away in this game. It can just go so fast. That's on me. That's on me. Let's see here. I feel like my fan isn't all the way up. No, it was definitely on turbo, so I'm not sure what the issue is. Oh, hi. Wow, did you adopt a dog, or are you just dog sitting? Oh. I didn't click back over on the screen, so now it's just not making a noise. Aw, he's such a sweet one, isn't he? I love dogs. Only reason I never got one myself is because I love spontaneous traveling too much. But maybe you'll let me hang out with your dog from time to time, right, babes? Heh. We're gonna be best friends. Everyone is allowed to be best friends with Behemoth. Okay, Mora needs some inspiration. Oh, wow. They cleared me out of books once again. Hi there, I only want non-fiction. I don't want anything pretentious, though. The Sea Around Us is one of my all-time favorites. Let's see what that's about. An incredible insight into the history of our oceans, their influence and power, but also their fragility, written by American marine biologist and conservationist Rachel Carlson. Okay. Excellent biography of the woman whose research was crucial in determining the structure of DNA. I wish it let us know how many pages were in these books when they also gave us like the description, because I definitely feel like in that upper right hand corner, like at the far end of that note on that same line as the title, it should also include like the page number. I've heard the 1740s were a good decade for the English language. Check out Lots of Words. I feel like she would hate that. The most brilliant writer and philosopher of his time, but who is he really? I feel like that one's way too long. Maybe this one? You're right, I hadn't heard of Rosalind Franklin yet. Okay, that's been my first success pretty much all night with these. I have been fighting for my life. Wow, I can't believe they sold out. They practically sold me out. I mean, they even might. I only have 5 books left, and one of them's fantasy, and the other 3 is just my classic ones that I ended up putting in there. Oh. These 2 are having like a freak off for the classic books. Okay, I was left with 3 books left after doing the plan that I decided to do, which tells me that I chose the right thing. So, that's exciting. And it is time to close up the shop. Oh, I didn't talk to her today. Wow, what a time to talk to her. I wouldn't mind if there was romance. Something straight from the stage. Oh no. Oh, well, this is a play, right? Because of Shakespeare? Okay. Brilliant, excellent. How very theatrical. Okay. Well, you are more knowledgeable than I thought. I'm really not, Queen. Sometimes I do really take a shot in the dark with some of my guesses. I will add All's Well That Ends Well to my research list, and I will return tomorrow for the next title. Good day. Alright. I don't know why it's glittering like that. Oh, I think it's because that means that it's like raised all my stats so that I sell more books. Okay, let's see. Might as well. Yeah, I needed a boost with my travel book, so I was hoping that that would be what that was. Absolutely, I need to hang up this succulent right now. That is just something that needs to happen. Yeah, I already have one on this corner, so I might as well balance it out. Lovely. I definitely need to add some more decorations in here. Can I move him in here? I can't. But I can move some of my plants in here. So that way my outside's not so crowded. I think it was getting pretty crowded there. Definitely want to encourage people to recycle. You should be recycling as much as you can. 5. And then what was it? Like it was 5 down here. And then I had this whole row just like filled up. And I had a bunch of classic. Ooh, I'll need to get classic books soon if these all end up selling out. And then I'll include some of the drama. Okay. I feel like that's fair. Oh. My brother texted me back. I was checking on it. Alright, we got our first customer of the day. I was checking my brother's text for me. I guess he just does the same thing every single day, but I like giving him attention. He's allowed that. I wasn't trying to greet you, I was trying to pet my dog again, lady. And everybody can have some coffee. Do you want another recommendation, Miss Professor Wu? Not Miss. Or Wen. Wu. What? Professor Wen. Have I been saying Wu this entire time? I need to get a drink of water. Alright. Hello, Knights, Romans, Vikings. I want to see some history. I like niche books for the most part, and I tend to enjoy the classics. Okay. So you want history, something with history. Steampunk classic, that's not really history. The proto-science fiction novel satirizes the political environment of England and the travelogues popular during its colonial expansions. Ever wanted to walk away from civilization into the woods and owe nothing to anyone but yourself? You'll find a friend in Henry David Thoreau. His record of simple living and contemplation of civil disobedience will fascinate nature lovers and deep thinkers alike. The only novel Emily Bront ever wrote, and it's a masterpiece, haunting tale of love and abuse. A romantic reinterpretation of the Iliad. Helene, a 16th century version of Helen of Troy. Deemed obscure. Queer love is still God's love. Group of schoolboys suddenly stranded. Thumbelina doesn't fit. Hefty chunk indeed. War and Peace. Well, I guess War and Peace. You want this one? It's a classic. Okay, perfect. I'm interested in the historical aspect of it. Great. So that's good. Well, you're more knowledgeable than I thought. I will add War and Peace to my research list. I have to admit, I'm impressed. No one has ever matched my literary expertise before. Alright, cool. Now I think you should have this. Bust of Saint Buxton. Okay. I do not need anybody anymore. I think chance added to them buying up those 2 specific genres. And don't lose it. Bookston might yet reveal a secret to you. Huh? That motherfucker better not move or I'm swinging. Have y'all seen like the Sleeping Angels in Doctor Who? That's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't like that. No, 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 no. Now, please leave me alone. I have research to do. Okay? Well, you asked me for a recommendation, lady. Jeez. Have you had a lot of students in today by any chance? You see, I overheard the new first years asking about where to get the books they were supposed to buy. A lot of professors choose books that aren't in the library for their assigned reading list. The kids sounded so stressed, and I wanted to help, so I hope you don't mind that I pointed them in your direction. I know you won't have many textbooks or academic journals in stock, but your books are nice and affordable, and maybe you'll find something for them, eh? Okay. That would be lovely, thank you. Well, those are like my two most stock genres, so it's probably a good thing that you asked for those. Oh. No. Let's see, what's up? I am looking for a nonfiction book and I wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated. Anthology of personal essays by multiple published authors exploring their relationship with video games that affected them deeply. Learn about the transformative world of games and how they shape our lives. Huh, that's kind of fun. A journalist, but not really sophisticated, I guess. Investigation into the 1986 fire at the Los Angeles Public Library. Part true crime, part essay on what libraries mean to us and why the burning of books or libraries is so devastating. It's a loss of knowledge. The true stories of 10 teenage girls who are among the young women with unique skills recruited to decode and translate messages at Bletchley Park during World War II. While written for young readers, adults will also be fascinated by these tales. Oh, I feel like that one might be good. Are you a child who can't stop asking questions like, why did my hamster eat her babies? Try this kid-friendly encyclopedia. I don't feel like that's sophisticated at all. Illustrated Guide is a perfect companion for birdwatching, a scientific encyclopedia to start learning about birds, and a source of inspiration for a birdwatching trip in Europe or Africa. Turn from a podcast into John Green's first nonfiction book. The writer rates various phenomena of the age of human intervention in nature on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. I feel like this one is good. Okay. Ooh. The Enigma Girl sounds very interesting. Great. And all my fact books are sold out. Hi, Mothy. Have you listened to those new songs Klaus wrote? They're amazing, right? I couldn't believe that he worked on them in secret for so long. That boy is so bloody talented, he just needs some more confidence, eh? Anyway, I also brought some song drafts today, just some scribbles I had in my travel diary, you know? And we got right to improvising some great stuff. I love when we just get in the flow like that. I feel bloody good about myself after that. All I need is a little read from you now. Then nothing can get in my way this week. Well, I don't know if I'll have much to recommend you, because I know that she likes... Oh, she just left. She couldn't find the fantasy book she wanted. There is only one left, so... what is with them, like, littering on this campus? Y'all make me sick. And it's, like, books, too. That's what... Wait, am I, like, picking these up again? I think I am. Sorry, girl. I didn't mean to click on you. I also didn't want to put that right there. But now it's time to close up shop for the day. Let's get this closed. What kind of books do I need? I need classic books really bad. Okay, let's see. Any classic books in here? True Crime and Kids. What? They were hardcovers. I feel like those should be classics, whatever. Box of Fun Facts. Maybe you'll have classic, but you'll probably just have that nonfiction, the fact books, yeah. Well, I tried. Let's see, what have we got here? I don't want this fucking statue to be here. Can I, like, put it inside? It's just, like, ruining the vibe. She said if I keep it around, it could show me a secret. I can't... It doesn't look like I can look at it, and I couldn't click it whenever she gave it to me afterwards, so I think I'm just gonna have to literally wait. But let's go back, because I don't have enough... In my opinion, I don't have enough classic books to go back to the university yet. But for right now, we'll just add 6 in. I guess these are the books that I picked up whenever they were on the ground at the university, which annoys me. Why are you littering books after you buy them from me? That's fucked up. Makes me not want to come sell the books here. I'm not gonna lie. It does fill me with a certain kind of like, what the fuck? Okay, 5, 6. So we'll add in some more travel. Fill up this bookshelf. Oh. What did I have down here? I know I had facts. What else filled this slot? Oh, true crime. It's like really racking my brain there for a second. Then we'll add in 1 travel book here. 1 more fact book. And a drama. Because I feel like I had my usual like moderate amount of sales whenever I did this earlier. Alright, let's open this up. Alright, kids. You wanted a gore, right? I told Amaya that there's a vampire out there in the forest, and she didn't even blink, and she's only 7. So, I need something scarier this time, okay? 1 horror shocker, please. And violence is optional, but appreciated. Let's hope that a thriller is so stacked with the evidence it feels real that something is gory in here. The finale to the Good Girl's Guide to Murder YA series and a catchy mystery for any true crime podcast fans out there. Will our titular good girl make it out unscathed? Dead man in her tea shop. Connor Sewer with weaponized curiosity. That doesn't sound like... Reinvents himself. I don't feel like any of these are like horror. They just like vaguely feel like true crime. Troubled by her findings. Well, this isn't like a shocker. Story of fame, fraud, and one very persistent ghost of a reputation. I don't know. Let's just try this one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think that one was going to work at all, but it is what it is. Sounds more like something for babies. No thanks. Okay. Well, boys, I tried. That's fine. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You want to play? Can you roll over yet? You're not even going to try, buddy? Why can't I teach him? I wish I could teach him. Every single time I think about it. I'm going to get a sip of water. I wish I could literally open up, like, the books so that I could see what the true crime ones were, because if I had that option to do that, I would literally, like, pick out the gory ones so that I could recommend them to the kids, because so far all of the true crime books that I have pulled out of the boxes and, like, just put on the shelf, they have not been. Oh, Klaus is here. Hells yeah. Ever since I got over my songwriting block, there's been so much fresh energy in the band. Lex has been practicing their drumming since our break, and they're absolutely awesome. And Mora, I think that's what I've been calling them. And Mora brought multiple notebooks full of ideas with her from her travels. You should come by one of our practices sometime. We've been designing loads of album covers and coming up with song names too, so we could use your input. Now all we're missing is an opportunity to play to a proper crowd soon. It's really time that Buxtonbury gets a proper stage. We can't be the only ones craving some live events in this town, right? Ah, actually, I remember there was a kid here recently who was very passionate about live theater. That could be an avenue that could convince the council, right?
Aw.
I think the kid said he likes reading at the lighthouse. Could you stop by there and see if he can help us with this whole stage thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I also want to start spreading the word a bit more. I reckon people are ready to hear about Silence Libre. Here, we made this poster a while ago. Could you maybe hang it up in the bookshop? The more customers that see it, the better. Help advertise Klaus's bands. Okay. Local metal bands. I definitely need to hang that up the next day that I play. Thanks, mate. Wow, I'm kind of hyped up now. I think I'm going to go back to my guitar straight away. I'm actually proud of Klaus because at the beginning he was just so scared about. Hold on, I'm going to finish my thought. He was just so scared about literally, even like performing in front of people, but he's doing it, and that's a step in the right direction if you're going to be a performer. So, good for him. Did you get anything new in? Give me a book about plants or rocks or animals as long as it's about nature. Also, fact books are usually my to go tos. Go tos, not two go tos. Find out about how a war started when a Brit was sitting on a stool and who wore a necklace made of human skulls. I feel like that is kind of crazy. Foundational text illustrates how traditional teaching modes reinforce colonial and classist power imbalances and proposes an alternative that treats students as co creators of knowledge via dialogue and collaboration. None of these are about animals. Let's see. Let me scan these. A young mermaid, almost said mermaid, saves a prince from drowning. Brian gets stranded in a Canadian wilderness. Classic book of fairy tales. Journey across Spain. Cluster of Greek islands on the edge of Europe. I'm hoping that maybe one of these travel books might mention like animals, but I'm not seeing nothing. That's about food. I don't think that any. Well, you know what? They said a fact book. Okay. Environmentally relevant. I tried. It's fine. I hate whenever I don't have like anything that I think that they're even looking for, but I think that regardless if I tell them like, "Oh, I don't think that I have anything for you," I think they're still like I think they leave regardless. So, I always think of it as like I might as well try. All right. And that was the end of that day. So, we're going to close up. I'm going to stop streaming at 11. Getting kind of sleepy. Got no space for these. Might as well take it because it's only $5 So I did get some classic literature out of that. I don't really need any more fantasy. I have tons of kids books. That's a definitely no-go on that one. YA is like what? Okay, I was gonna think mostly drama, but I did get one classic book out of that, so I'm happy about that. Alright, let's hang up Klaus's poster. Oh, it's already up. Well, let me make sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine there. Because I was like, let me make sure that I actually want it there. Let's see, he wanted me to go to the lighthouse. So let's see. We'll add in another crime book. Those little kids are so mean. Hopefully I get like a gore book soon. Like the Pipette, whatever the fuck they're called. Ah, oh, shit. I'm like so... I feel like my brain's so empty. Okay. So classic, we need to fill in fact. And this is like the section we just fill in with whatever, so... We'll do kids first. Then classic. Fantasy, nobody's... It doesn't have an arrow that is going up for it, so it's fine. And we're all full. There we go. Hopefully that kid is here that Klaus wants me to talk to. The sheep are so cute. I just love all of the environments that they've made. I think that they're all so interesting and unique. And I really like the art style of this game. We'll talk to Behemoth real fast too. Cool. Can never forget the baby. You are the best boy, Behemoth. I need him to know that always and forever. I have to say, I enjoyed those books I got from you. Your drama selection was quite eye-opening. Cell 15 drama at the Lighthouse. So I've been thinking, isn't Buxtonbury supposed to be a town of culture? Then where is our theater scene? The performing arts are so underappreciated. You should recommend more stage plays to people so they finally know what they're missing. All the World's a Stage. Recommend 3 plays at the Lighthouse to inspire a new love for the theater. Let's hope they finally develop some taste. Okay. Let's see, what would you want? Okay, so like romance is a must-have for me, and I just can't leave without another fantasy novel. So they need a romance fantasy novel. 4 is one of 9 survivors from a race of superpowered aliens hiding on Earth. He doesn't know where the others are, only that they are being hunted by the enemies in numerical order. The first 3 are gone, 4 is next. So that's definitely not romance. In a dystopian world ravaged by climate change, that's not romance. The Renegade's greatest enemy is alive, a danger. Adrian and Nova struggle to protect those they love, all while keeping secrets from one another. When the dust settles, who will be left standing? That vaguely sounds like romance. A young adult fantasy heist novel set in the Grishaverse. A dark world populated with magic users. Follow Mika as she turns that house into a home, and maybe falls in love. Well, that for sure confirms it. That is a love story. The world building sounds impressive. Slay. Me, at any opportunity, slay. Well, I didn't have any classic books that this kiddo wanted. Let me brew coffee for everybody and get some. Oh wow, I sold out of all the crime books this time. How am I going to sell out of all the crime books this time? I never do. Oh, Fern's in the bookshop. I just noticed that they were here, honestly. I wonder what Octavia E. Butler's story is. I feel like Fern is always the last one in the bookshop too, and it's like they can't help it, you know. Would you mind giving me a hand? Let's see here. I only want nonfiction. Also, I need to be whisked away by a good travel book. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Okay. Whisked away. You know what? I feel like this one's in Spain, so I feel like it has to be like whisked away. Okay. Cool. I'm glad that they love that one. But I think that they are my last customer, so I think me giving them that recommendation isn't going to do a whole lot. Is that going to be the last one that they end up finding? Yeah. There we go. Alright, Fern. Get out so I can clock out for the day. One thing I absolutely hated about working in retail, by far, was when somebody would be in the store and the store had closed and they're just browsing. And we have already said, hey, just to let you know, we're closed. And they just stare at you like you have grown a third head, as if what you are saying is just so whack that they can't believe it. Like, we've came by and told you at least 3 times now. Like, we can close while you're in the store. I don't care. I sold all the drama books that I had. I didn't sell any kids books though at the lighthouse, which is interesting. Oh, today is Mega Savings Day, so I do need to go to that. Drama collection. I have enough drama books. Fairy tales. I do need some more fantasies, so I'll grab this one. Okay, perfect. Sci-fi. I'll grab some more. Might as well. No? Okay. A nice mix. Let's go to the Mega Marche since I have like the huge savings or whatever. So let's fill up drama. 2, 3, 4, 5. I am glad that there's like an even amount that goes on each bookshelf because it is really easy to divvy up all of these. I really need to get some more classic books. That's my lowest genre right now, which is unfortunate because I do feel like it's some of my best sellers. So we need to add in a bunch of crime. Then we need to add in another drama and one more travel, and we're good.